So today's recipe, I want to show you how to do like a kind of twist of French classical recipe, which is asparagus à l'hollandaise. So I will not boil them, I just want to pan-sear them. You know, it will bring a new flavor, and also the cooking will be a bit different than what you usually eat. Hollandaise, very classic French recipe. Some egg yolk, lemon, butter that we're gonna melt. Let's go. I'm gonna start to melt my butter. I will take approximately 125 grams, you know, for 4 persons is approximately a good ratio, which it make half of the block. While the butter is melting, I will show you how to prepare the asparagus. As usual, I like to make it on a simple way. So, what is the big differences, first of all, between white asparagus and green asparagus? So basically, asparagus, the white one, are always covered by the soil. The green asparagus go way above the soil, and it's what brings chlorophyll, you know, like when it's in contact with the light, and is what makes the big differences between both of asparagus. So, you know, like you can see the change of color in between. So what I will take between this finger, I will just press a little bit for it to come out, and like this I will be sure that there will be no fiber inside the asparagus, and then I continue to do the rest of them. So basically, you know, I never like to throw anything, so you know, this is one of the most umami ingredients. I know it's a bit complicated. The Japanese way of describe our fifth sense, how, you know, you can between very good and delicious you can determine it. So me, I like to use them, just boil them a bit in water. Like this they will give all their flavor, and like this I will have a very nice broth, maybe to cook a risotto or some pasta. After is up to you and your creativity. So, alors, next step, my butter is about to melt. Asparagus are ready. So now I will prepare the eggs. I know it sounds a bit silly, but how to separate the white and the yolk? Make always careful, first of all, always wash your hand. We all know where come from the eggs. So you prepare 2 bowls, always one bigger for the white and one smaller for the yellow. So normally an egg is 60 grams, 40 grams of egg white, 20 grams of egg yolk. Flat surface, you just break it flat like this. After, delicately with your finger, you try to separate in 2. After, be patient, and you just let the yolk go inside. And after, make sure you remove all the small membrane until your yolk is perfectly separate. So now I have my egg white and my egg yolk separate. So egg white I will keep on the side. Always good to have a meringue, or after you can do some soufflé. For today I will only use the egg yolk. So now I will put my egg yolk in the pan. After, I will add a little bit of salt. Make sure you don't put too much at the beginning. You can always add at the end of your recipe. And also I will squeeze half of the lemon. Make sure when you do this to go as quickly as possible, to make sure that the salt and the lemon will not cook your egg yolk. Then after, you start to whisk directly to be sure that the acidity content will not cook your yolk. And then we're gonna go to the stove. So now I'm gonna move to the stove. So I will start with low temperature, and always be sure I will touch on the side with my hand to be sure that it's not too hot. Egg yolk will cook normally at 82 degrees, so make sure you are not overheating or you will make just a scrambled eggs. So I put my stove on. I will choose a very low program, and then I will go step by step. Reduce even a bit more, and you can see, you know, like the airy contents of the egg yolk start to come in, and this is what you need to reach. So now you can see I have my egg yolk that are very airy, you know, it's like a cloud. So I will now even reduce a bit more, and step by step I will add my clarified butter, and I will make sure that I take only the fat content. So now what I'm gonna do is with one hand and with my stomach, I will knock the handle of the pan. With the other pan, I will start to pour very, very slowly only the fat of the butter, and you will see it will become like a kind of mayonnaise. So now you can see is only left what we call the milk of the butter. This part we will not put. So now the Hollandaise is ready. I will just wait the last minute to finish the seasoning. Like this, it will bring a nice fresh acidity from the lemon. And now I will just pan-sear the asparagus. That will take me 4 to 5 minutes. So for the asparagus, I will start with a pan that is quite hot. I will put a bit of olive oil, and directly, you know, what is important is the oil to go on the asparagus to fix the chlorophyll. You know, when you are boiling, direct the chlorophyll is fixed because all go at 100 degrees in one time. Today, what I'm gonna do, it will be around 140, and you will see your asparagus will be way greener, and you know, like it's way more attractive and will bring a very nice taste. So olive oil. So I can see now the oil become way more liquid. So I will take one asparagus to be sure that it will sear it. And you can see directly, you know, you see the color of the green changing is very important to be sure that you will have the most beautiful asparagus. Then after I put all of them. Then after just a bit of salt, and we will let them cook, as we say, 4 to 5 minutes. Don't put too much, you know, you have your sauce that is already salted. Now you can hear the oil is really hot, it's really seasoning my asparagus. Now I will just make sure that it go everywhere, you know. After, make careful at home, my hands are a bit more resistant, but you have a very beautiful green color. You see from that side to the other is the difference that you get when you serve the asparagus. So now almost everywhere the asparagus have the chlorophyll fix. I will just put a lid and reduce a bit the temperature and let them cook very slowly in their own water. Now it's 3 minutes that the asparagus are cooking. I mostly know that they are cooked, but you know, there is a simple technique to double check if your asparagus are cooked. You take a small knife, don't need to take a sword, and just go in between. If there is no resistance, your asparagus are perfectly cooked. Now I will just rectify the seasoning and be sure that the Hollandaise is perfectly well seasoned. What is important is, you know, to have this difference between acidity and a bit of fatness from the butter. So it should be very airy, like a cloud. And, you know, like, don't push too much the seasoning. Keep the real taste of the asparagus. So I will just add a little bit of salt, just to be sure that I have exactly the right amounts. Also, what I'm gonna do, I will take a microplane and zest inside a bit of lemon skin. It will bring me an amazing flavor. Just to be sure, I will retry again. Everything is ready. Now I will take my plate and we can plate our dishes. So now I have my asparagus on a plate. After, for the sauce, you know, like me, I like to be generous with the sauce. But you know, if you want to be a bit lighter, you can also put on the side. So what you do, you take some large spoon and you're gonna try to come to put some a bit everywhere. Then at the end, I will just grind a bit of fresh peppercorn, you know, like to have this little spiciness at the end, and just add a little bit of lemon zest at the end to finish it. And done. Good exercise, I didn't break one yolk. You know, sometimes you want to have like a nice full plate of egg yolk, perfectly things. Boom, at the end you put one last one, boom. And now I will just pan-seared the asparagus. That will take me 4 to 3 minutes. That will take me 4 to 5 minutes, sorry. No,
but just be careful when you lean. The head might show. So.
Yeah, and especially I'm a bit bald. It's not good to show. So, okay, we all right?